Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be the first video in a video series where I'm going to take questions from the community and give my opinion on them. If you want your question answered, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments or send it to me on my Twitter page, and I'll do my best to make sure that every single question gets featured on one of these episodes. So let's get right on into this. The first question I got is from Beast1Million. And he asked, what do you think of a new operator where he or she had a shield that she could put on their back and then take out a not amazing gun but an okay primary? Now, I don't honestly think that this operator would be really used, because with our current shields, if you put their shield on their back, they're practically useless. Now, yeah, you may be giving them an actual rifle, a primary gun or something, but it's gonna still take away from the usefulness of the shield operator. I really don't think a shield operator would want to put their shield on their back and run around the map unprotected. The reason for the shields there is to be the initial walkthrough, the first guy to go through the room and help clear that room or clear a building, so that the guys behind them aren't getting hit as much, to where those shields can absorb the damage being taken on from the enemy first and foremost. An operator like this would probably be best used, if they actually did it, as a solo player, because the shield operators, when used properly in a team, you're generally paired up with 2 or more people with you, and you're using your shield to protect them, to give them different angles on the defenders. The next question was from Carlos Gagnon, and he asked what my opinion on Operation Health. Well, so far with Operation Health, the problems are still coming in, as in with matchmaking or as server connections in game. But overall, there has been less issues that I've seen. And I know just a few days ago we had a proclaimed DDoS attack on the servers, where then we were off, at least for PlayStation, off for nearly a few hours, and it happened like 2 to 3 times for 2 days straight. But also with that, with any server issues they're doing, or they may have, they are also making a new way for the servers to be held. As you know, right now we have different servers for every individual player. So you may see a hole in a wall, but your defender or somebody else on your team may only see half that wall broken. What they're trying to do is make it to where everybody sees that broken hole in the wall. So now you're not getting kills that the other player isn't even aware that the hole is open, where it looks like you're wall hacking if you're on PC, or just maybe even hacking on PlayStation or Xbox. As much as people don't like how Ubisoft has held their servers, they are really trying. I mean, yeah, it took them a year to realize that they need to set up aside an entire season to fix it, but at least they're doing it, and I do have a lot of hope for this season, for Operation Health, and for the game itself in the long run. And the final question today came from Captain Cheese. He asked, what do you think about a defensive operator that can place an electronic ear in a room, and it will be very small and very hard to detect, but you have to be on a channel to hear what is in that room? This operator sounds almost like a spin-off, a knockoff of what Valkyrie does already. Valkyrie gets those cameras that you can physically see instead of just hearing in a room. Yeah, sometimes they're very obvious of where they're at, but you can always find, there's always different places inside of rooms that you can hide it to where you don't see them, and it works exactly like those electronic ears, where you can hear what's going on inside of a room and not be able to see it. But going back to this ear, it doesn't really sound like that it would be great, providing that you're going to be on a different channel, and at that point it sounds like you're not going to be able to hear what your teammates are saying. So you could be going around the map or looking at something, listening in on this electronic ear, and somebody can sneak up on you because you can't hear what your teammates are saying or what's going on directly around you. But also on the other side, paired up with the black eye cameras from Valkyrie, they could possibly be something very strong and very helpful. It sounds like that you're only on a channel but not losing control of what your operator can do. So I mean, if you're able to look at the camera and hear at the same time, and then you can pinpoint exactly where they're at if you cannot see them on the cam. But maybe there are different ways that this operator can be extremely useful in every situation, and I'm not seeing it. But in my opinion right now is that this is basically Valkyrie but a little weaker, just because you cannot physically see where the operators are going to be. Yeah, you could tell them that they're in this room or that room, but with the Valcam I could tell you exactly where in that room they are. Well, that's it for this first episode of this video. Don't forget, if you guys want to have your questions answered, put them down below in the comments, or send them over on my Twitter, and I'll do my best to make sure that everybody gets a question answered. You guys have a squirrely day.